Hey friends, happy St. Patrick's Day a little early. This is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demo in Des Moines, Iowa. I am here every Tuesday night with a live video with my sweet husband Steve.
Hi everybody.
And tonight our live video is recorded, but we still have Prize Patrol.
So wait, if it's recorded then it's not live.
Okay.
Our
We're doing it at the same time, but we had to record it because we're going to be out of town. So you can win my cute little sheep I'm going to show you, and it's this right here. Look at him. Who doesn't need a St. Patrick's Day sheep? I've got to tell you.
And how do they win it?
You leave a comment on YouTube. So you can be watching live or you can be watching the replay. Just leave a comment on YouTube, and when we get home from our trip, we'll pick.
We will randomly select a number and then we'll count that many comments until we get the right one.
And I want to show you a couple things tonight. One is samplers. If you join Joy Club or my team, you get to do these samplers. So 9 different people made a square. Sometimes we have 18 different people doing it. You make a 3x3 square, and then we trade them. They send them to my house, I distribute them, and then we put them all together. And we do it for holidays, for seasons. It is so much fun, and you could do this too. You either need to join my team, and right now, for $99, you can pick out 125 and get the stamp positioner free, and you get Joy Club free. And
We have a graphic for that.
Joy Club is $25 a month or $250. You get 2 months free. It's $250 for the year. You get all that free just for joining Stampin' Up. So if you're on the fence and signing up with me. If you're already signed up with someone else, you can join Joy Club and participate in all this. But this Stampin' Positioner is free with joining through March 2nd. So you have a little less than a week. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. But this is a great time to join. And I would love to have you join with me. You could make our samplers. We do these every quarter. We actually meet on Zoom pretty much every week of the year. So,
and they have a lot of fun. I hear lots of laughter taking place.
And I do not require that you use current sets to make your squares. The only thing I require is Stampin' Up! Paper and specific colors so that it all coordinates so nicely. I was also going to show you, you might be wondering, well, when you get your squares, what do? Well, you get your 3x3 squares, and then you add a 3 1/4 layer, and then it is super simple to put these together. So this frame that I cut is 3/4 of an inch. So this is the backing to Designer Series paper, and I drew the lines 3/4 of an inch on every side and cut it out with my trimmer. So it's my frame. And I lay this down on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock and literally take the squares and go boop, 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 boop. They go right in the square. And then I take this and eyeball it between these two. And these two, I eyeball it between these two. But it has a solid surface to rest up against, and you plop the one in the center. So I used to spend an hour trying to get these just right and measuring all these things. Now I lay this frame down. Boom, it's done. So this was our, we're called Joy Team and Joy Club is what this is, but this was our fall sampler. But I hope you'll consider joining us. Either join my team if you're not a demo, and join my club if you are. Okay, so that little sheep is so cute. And I know you want to know how to make him. I'm gonna leave it here so I can show it again. But that was my square. All the squares are cute. I'm not saying mine is any cuter. It's just I know how to make the one that I made. So what I used was Granny Apple Green, and I did use a retired die, but you can use the Stylish Square die, and that would be great. So this is 3 inches by 3 inches. And then I cut a garden green and ran it through an embossing folder, and that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Now this grass, this is from the soccer set, the dies. Yeah,
oh, that's your favorite
cute.
grass again.
Super cute. So we are just going to adhere this to the square. And really the fun part that I want to show you is how you make the sheep. Okay, so we're going to put this on the square. It's 3 by 3 squares with 2 3/4 square layers. And use whatever embossing folder you want. Okay, so now to do the sheep. If you have a builder punch, I want to show you this tip, okay? First of all, this is retired cardstock. I like to use a darker cardstock because it's easier to do the rest of the procedure. I want to stamp all the stamps of the builder punch at once. So we have a body, a head, a bow, and a bell. Do you know what color this paper is?
Blue.
What Stampin' Up! Color is it?
Let's see. Something to do with the ocean.
Not quite,
no,
but you're close. It is called Dapper Denim.
Dapper Denim.
Yeah.
Denim makes sense. It kind of looks like denim.
Okay. So when I go to do the stamps, I'm going to take the sheep's body, and I have the flat side up. That's what's going to go on the Stampin' Positioning tool. And I just move it around a little bit until it's in the groove. And then take his head. Remember, flat side is up. I might have to lick these because they're pretty dirty. I've used them a lot. I guess I could clean them with the cleaner too. And then the bow. And you might have to take one, oops, I moved the head. You might have to take more than one shot at this. But it works pretty good. I highly recommend it. And then we're going to put the bell. I didn't use the bell on this one, but it's just fun that you can cut everything out at once. The bell is being super sticky because I haven't been using it. Okay, now I'm going to take the Stampin' Positioner, and the empty holes, that's going to go at the top of it. So I'm just going to, it really doesn't matter. Or does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to set it down, and this punches down very easily and hopefully picks everything up. Okay, so it's all together now. Now I'm going to bring the tool in, and we're going to do a piece of white cardstock. And since I didn't pick a special place, we're just going to see where it needs to go. Right about there. And you bring the magnets in and some black Memento. Steve is being quiet. He's like, oh.
I'm trying to figure this out. Isn't your thing going to be where the magnets are now? Isn't the stamp going to come down there?
Just be patient, honey.
Okay.
So I'm going to ink it up with Memento. And if I don't get it all, the glory of it is you can stamp it a second time, right? In the very same place. So I'm going to put these empty holes on the pegs. And I'm going to make sure these magnets are out of the way.
See, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. You want the magnets to be as close as they can get to the stamps without messing it up.
Close without going over, so that the prices are right.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, hon. I'm going to put the lid on my Memento because it stamped very nicely. And you can mass produce these. I made 10 at one time. Now when you go to put it in the punch, you want to turn it upside down so you can see. And you want to put it in the same way it's stamped. See how the feet of the sheep are upside down? And that's how I set it up.
So
And sometimes,
Is that a current punch?
yes.
Because I didn't think they made those clamshells anymore.
Yep.
I guess I
Yep.
don't know what I'm talking about.
This is what our punches look like. So then you can line it up. And punch all 4 things at once. Super, super fun.
Where did the other piece go?
Some of the pieces fell on the floor. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take light smoky slate, and I need some glasses for this, and I'm going to color in his legs.
So while you're doing that, can we talk about why you're doing a sheep if this is St. Patrick's Day?
Yes, because I was on a walk with you and I said, hey, I need to make my St. Patrick's Day sampler square. And you said, do a Guinness one. And I'm like, yeah.
She wasn't going for the Guinness.
So I'm going to use
So we started talking about all the other things in
dark
Ireland.
petal pink, and I'm going to do a little bit on his nose and in his ears.
And we were very fortunate to be able to visit Ireland. And one of the things that struck us as we were driving around the countryside is on these beautiful green hillsides, there were all these white things. And at first we thought they were rocks. But they weren't rocks, they were sheep. And so that became our joke. We'd call them white rocks whenever we saw sheep. But a lot of sheep in Ireland. It's one of the things they do. And they have a lot of woolen mills too. Because a lot of the people in Ireland, particularly in the 19th and 20th centuries, were very, very poor. So they wanted to create more jobs. So they started woolen mills in Ireland to help them be productive and make money. And one of the things that we did is we went to a woolen mill and got to see the great big huge looms that they use with massive spools of yarn as they're weaving the different patterns. And of course I end up buying a sweater there too, just because it's the thing
Do you
to
love the sweater?
I do love the sweater. I don't wear it that often because I'm constantly in fear that I'm going to ruin my Irish sweater. But I know where we got it. I mean, it's not like I couldn't mail order another one. But yeah, it's for special occasions.
Okay, so I used petal pink inside the ears and the nose. And I used light smoky slate on, what do you call this? The lines that Stampin' Up! Gave me for shading and the legs. And then I'm going to take the bow and I'm going to color that with Granny Apple Green. And you could do part of the bow dark and part of it light. One of my blends is out of commission, so I'm just going to do it all the same color. And then I'm going to take this little Festive Pearl. This is retired, but I know some of you still own it. And it's got little gold pearls. And I'm going to put that on because there's a lot of gold in this sampler. And then I'm going to put a, it's going to have to be a mini dimensional on the bow. Oops. I usually use take your pick tool to get things because of my fingernails.
There's a downside to the fingernails?
Yeah, unfortunately. So we're going to put the bow right underneath it. Now, how many of you are curious about the hat? Where did I get the hat? Well, if you've been around a while, or if you want some hats, let me know. I am going to be gone for a while, but when I get back, well, it'll be too late for St. Patrick's Day, but for next year. This is called the Snowman Builder Punch, and I bought this in August of 2019. It's number 150643. This snowman hat is the perfect size for our little sheep to have his ears sticking out and wear a leprechaun hat. So I punched this out in black, and then I added a Granny Apple green, what do you call that, hat band?
Yep.
And my hat band is 1/8 of an inch. And then I just put a little glue on here and put it on so that his cute little ears are sticking out of the hat. And it's above his eyebrows. So, here you go. Is he not just the sweetest thing? So, if you are interested in making samplers with us or Zooming with us every Tuesday night after this live video, join my Joy Club or my team. Again, that stamp positioner is free through March 2nd, and I would love to have you as part of my team or club. They combine together. They've all become friends. They're actually very tight-knit and very welcoming as new people come in. So I hope you have a blessed week. Remember, leave a comment on YouTube, and maybe you will win this. And you can use this as a sampler, or you can put it on the front of a card. I was going to show you that too, and I didn't get it done. But you could emboss the front of a card and literally just put the square on there and put a sentiment. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I know that new word set has that. So that is super cute. And that's probably what I'll do for the person who wins that. I'll send them a late Happy St. Patrick's Day card.
Hey, it's never too late for St. Patrick's Day. It's never too early for St. Patrick's Day.
So is this one of your favorite things, Steve?
I really do like it. It's getting me in the mood.
Yeah. So be blessed. Please come back next week. Bring your friends. Leave a comment if you would like and share the video. That always helps. Have a blessed week, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.